Hey there, fellow guitar players. I'm going to show you how I change my strings on my guitar today. And I'm just going to do a couple of strings for you. I use D'Addario XS strings. The D'Addario XS strings have been around about a year and a half, maybe 2 years now. And I haven't found a better string that lasts as long as it does. And I play generally 3 to 5 nights a week. And I don't have to change these for a month. So I have to make myself change the strings before they really sound bad. So I can highly recommend them. And I use 10 to 47s for my acoustic guitars. They also make electric strings, so I put that on my Strat. And when I have another electric guitar, I use 9 to 42s, D'Addario XS strings. And the same thing, they sound great, they just last so long, and they really are becoming a huge favorite of guitar players. And so much so that D'Addario puts the XS strings on the Taylor guitars now. So that's a big deal that they're putting these on those guitars as well. I also use a couple of other tools when I change my strings that make things a little quicker. I have string winder and some wire cutters. You can take if you have pegs for your acoustic guitar, you can take them out with this, and then wire cutters. So I use this for wire cutters, or if I don't have my string winder, and you can charge this up. It's like an Ernie Ball Power Peg Pro. And it's great, man. You can wind your strings up pretty quick when you use that. So I can highly recommend using something like this when you change your strings. It makes things a lot easier. Cleaning my strings. Usually after I get done playing, I will clean my strings, or before a gig, I use Fast Fret. And it's really been my favorite string cleaning product that I've ever used. And I love it because it comes with a cloth cover for the string solution. And you just put these, you just literally just go down the guitar string and you can clean the string. And when you first use them, they're pretty oily. I usually use the back of the neck, do the back of the neck as well. And I wipe off the excess cleaner. But I love it because it really makes it cleans your strings well, and it actually helps your fingers move a lot quicker. It's a lot cleaner. Things are move a lot faster on your board and your string. I would highly recommend this. So I've already changed a couple of these earlier, and I just wanted to come on here and show you how I do this. We're going to do the 3rd string and maybe the 4th string today. Package tells you what string you have, and you can tell by the color of the ends of the string ends. You got a brass color or silver. Brass color is the 3rd string, G string. We'll start there. I always have to double check that stuff too. I mix that up sometimes. I usually just loosen the string a little bit. I'm going to do like a wrap and a half around the tuning peg, and then put the string over the wraps in the hole of the tuning peg. That holds the strings down. If you can see here, so the tuning key I'm going to wrap around, and you probably cannot get a good visual what I'm going to do, but we'll get close for you. The wraps go underneath, and I'm going to put the string on over the top. I usually loosen the string, cut it in the middle, and then take them out. Here at the bridge, here, the tailpiece. Some of these strings, sometimes I need to, see if you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going through the tailpiece here. There's a hole here you go through. By the way, this is my Adamus Ovation guitar, which I love. I bought this at Sweetwater Sound last year, and I'm really loving this thing. All right, so we've got this on the tailpiece. We put it through here. Now we're going to wrap around, go to the nut here, put the string down. We're going to this peg here. I'm wrapping The first thing I do is I try to get the whole of the string. See the whole of the string? Wrap around the inside. You want your strings to go to the inside of the headstock. You see how they go to the inside? You don't want to do the outside, wrapping around the other way, do the inside. Now what I do is I hold down the string. They're at the tuning peg. I wrap one time and then a half time. I hold it down and then I put the string. This is the tricky part for me. I have a hard time seeing that hole sometimes. There, ooh, we lucked out, so we got it. So now you just tighten it there. That's over the top of the strings. And then you can pull down and then we just tighten it up. This is what's cool about this wrench, right? You can use this wrench to tighten up pretty fast instead of having to crank stuff around. Super easy with that. I love that. That's great. So you see the string has gone over the top of the winding of the strings. After I'm done tightening the string, I go ahead and just try to get it in tune a little bit. I pull on it. I usually have a little rag or something I will use to pull on the string a little bit. Just use a rag to pull on it, and that helps stretch them out, break them in a little bit so they stay in tune. When you first put on your guitar strings, they're going to go out of tune for a little bit. So you need to really play for a couple of minutes to stretch them out. Okay, a couple other tips here with this. I usually keep all my strings on. I change them one at a time. That way the setting, the action stays consistent. Things don't shift a lot. If you take all your strings off, that can adjust your action of your guitar because you've gone from all this tension and then you're just releasing everything. So I highly recommend you change one string at a time, then tune it, go to the next string. I usually start at the first and I work my way up, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. You can go either way, and I'm just starting at the third because I already changed a couple of strings today. The other thing, just remember, this is really important. You want your strings, when you wind your strings, they go to the inside. See, they're at the inside of the headstock. They go to the middle of the headstock. So you wrap around inside and then around, and I do like 1.5 and then put it in. I usually go around 1, then a half, and then I go right through the hole in the inside over the top of those strings. Let's do the 4th string. Same thing, get that in the tailpiece, put that over the nut there, hold that down. Same thing, we wrap this around, put that around the peg. On the inside, we wrap on the inside. I go around 1.5, put that over the top of the strings. You pull that bit tight, and then you can pull on the string as well at the neck. And then we're going to tighten. We're going to go ahead and use the wrench again and tighten this up. Hey, and there you have it. I change all the strings and then I cut the strings. I usually wait till the end just in case I've got to change a string, something breaks or I wind it wrong or whatever. So then I'll cut the strings and I'll bend the tips in. That's how I change my strings. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And just for your info, hey, I am offering one free guitar lesson. Go to primebymusic.com. There are links here in the description and the comments to book your lesson. If you can't find a time for me on the website, just reach out to me. Text me or email me, call me or whatever. You can find the contact info on my website and we'll make something happen for you. I try to go live playing for you guys every week. Give me suggestions what you'd like to hear or what I can teach you. So let me know in the comments. Till the next time.